Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We from group by 4 will make a presentation on the topic effect of pathogen on plant physiological function. Next. With our group member Putri Ayuning Sekar, Keisha Syafa Fiantari, RR Susana Desya Ayuda, Hamidatu Salihah, Tiara Novita Andriana, Maura Benita, Pramono Dwi Sulistyo. Next. What are we going to learn today? Number 1 is effect on photosynthesis. Number 2 is translocation of water and nutrient. Number 3 is respiration. Number 4 is cell membrane permeability. Number 5 is transcription and translation. Number 6 is plant growth.
Let's talk about effect on photosynthesis. Pathogen disruption characterized by necrotic and chlorotic symptoms that occur on infected leaf. If advanced development of pests and disease damage leaf tissue or devolution, the photosynthesis process will decrease. Even the entire photosynthesis process in leaf does not occur. This causes cell activity stops when the plant dies. The main change due to pathogen attack on plant is the occurrence of change and abnormal chloroplast function, namely the occurrence of degeneration that can inhibit the development of young tissue. The cause of chloroplast abnormalities is thought to be due of the presence of toxins released by pathogens, thereby inhibiting phosphorylation and chlorophyll synthesis. Pathogen attacks can also cause low seed germination, which is a result of fungal infection that interferes with the photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis process that occurs the seed formation is not optimal.
Number 2, effect on water and nutrient translocation. Effect on water and nutrient translocation in roots causes the roots to malfunction, thereby reducing plant capacity to absorb and translocate water or minerals so that plant shoots become stunted, leaves wither and yellow. Pathogens that damage roots, fungi and bacteria that cause root rot and root node nematodes.
Effect of pathogens on water translocation and hara. All living plant cells require water and nutrients to perform physiological functions. Nutrient and water are transported upward through the xylem, tissue, and to all parts of the plant via the phloem. Pathogens infect vascular tissue in plants, causing inhibition of water and nutrient absorption. Disruption of the vascular channels leads to the development of phyllosis. In advanced symptoms, the lower leaves of the plant will turn yellow and the plant will wither. If the stem is split, it will show internal symptoms in the form of necrosis of the vascular tissue, which is commonly called browning.
Number 3 is effect on plant respiration. We have to know what is respiration first. So respiration is anaerobic or anaerobic oxidation or combustion reaction of organic matter. They are carbon dioxide and oxygen into simple compounds that occur in cells to produce energy that can be used for various cellular processes. As we know that respiration has two steps. First, the breakdown of glucose into pyruvate with oxygen or not to occurs in the cell cytoplasm. It is called glycolysis reaction. Second, pyruvate is converted to carbon dioxide and water in the mitochondria, only in the presence of oxygen. It is called Krebs cycle. Next. In plants infected with pathogens, the respiration rate will generally increase. This means that diseased plant tissue uses up carbohydrate reserve more quickly than healthy plant tissue. In infected plants, a certain amount of energy is required to produce and mobilize cell defense mechanism. The respiration rate increases immediately after infection until symptoms appear and continues to increase until the pathogens multiplies, then respiration decreases to normal or lower levels of respiration in healthy plants. Next. If infection occurs in resistant varieties, then respiration increases more rapidly because a large amount of energy is required to mobilize defense mechanisms. Then, respiration also decreases rapidly after the maximal point is reached. If infection occurs in susceptible varieties because there are no defense mechanisms that will be mobilized quickly, so that respiration increases slowly after inoculation, then persists at a certain level for a long period of time. As a result of increased respiration, there are first the activity or concentration of some enzyme of the respiratory reaction sequence increases. Second, there is accumulation and oxidation of phenolic compounds. Last is difference in mechanism in plants during increased respiration become more numerous.
Number 4 is effect on cell membrane permeability. The cell membrane, infectious pathogen. The cell membrane is a selectively permeable membrane so that it can function as a regulator of the entry and exit of substance into and out of the cell. Infectious pathogen or toxin and enzyme cause change in cell membrane permeability. Then electrolyte loss or ion and small water-soluble molecules cause the cell to leak and eventually the calcify.
And the fifth, effect on transcription and translation. And the transcription of the pathogen causing several disturbances. And the first, pathogens affect the transcription process by changing the structure, composition, and function of chromatids associated with cell DNA. And the two, pathogens modify enzymes from host plants to produce their own RNA. And the third, plant infected with pathogens contain higher levels of RNA. And the fourth, the activity of ribonucleation is increased. The fifth, high levels of DNA and increased transcription in cell. For translation, pathogens causes the first enzyme production, enzyme activation, energy supply, and synthesis process in plants related to plant defense system increase. The two, infected plant tissues often increase the activity of several enzymes. And the third, protein synthesis increased in infected plant tissues.
6. Effect on plant growth. How the effect pathogens that damage the photosynthetic area will decrease photosynthetic output, thereby reducing growth and yield. Pathogens in the root will interfere with the translocation of water and nutrients so that growth and production is reduced and even can die. Some pathogens cause abnormal growth. Next, for example, nematodes cause root cavities in tomatoes and carrots. Phytoplasma cause plant bean bloom disease. Virus and viroids cause stunted plants, leaf roll up and curling, and abnormality. Picture on the left is nematodes cause root cavities in tomatoes and carrots, and picture on the right is leaf roll ups and curling.
Okay, so many presentation from us. We apologize if there are errors in conveying. Thank you very much for your attention.